I believe at halftime, the trophy would have been going to Manchester City.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Sport Enjoyment. Welcome to Football Club, guys. The Premier League is finally coming to an end tomorrow, and you know the Premier League title race is going to the final day between the Master and the Apprentice. Yeah, a very tough one there, and we know 2 points between those two, Guardiola and Arteta. Now Guardiola teach Arteta work, and now Arteta don dey compete with am for Premier League. Say, okay, boss, now you teach me, but waiting me I go show you now. If you say I sabi work too. And now for me, the question will be: will Arsenal be able to keep their wait for 20 years for a Premier League title race? Can they do the jinx tomorrow? Can they get their hands on the trophy tomorrow? Do you feel Arsenal are capable of doing this tomorrow?
I want to raise 3 points. Let me start from the uncertainty of football. Anything can happen. It's totally unpredictable, and that's why we are glued to the sports. You know, going to watch the match with so much unpredictable. Even if you had predicted that okay something will happen, and you can just see a dramatic turnaround during the game. So that's number one. But number two, like I've always said, you can't rule Guardiola out. The guy is so super brilliant. So you know, from the beginning of 2024, he hasn't lost a Premier League match. That was the same thing he did last season. Exactly. The consistency was just there, but just a game that has not dropped. Yeah? Just that Aston Villa and a draw against Man City just changed the direction of just changed the fate of Arsenal. That's number two. So Arsenal, okay, going to Arsenal now. The fate is not actually with Arsenal tomorrow. Yes, the team will hold the rope now. West Ham. But if West Ham can actually like a draw, they just need at worst a draw for Arsenal to win the league as their London brother. But can David Moyes actually stop this exciting Pep Guardiola team? That's the question. Because if you look at it, they said Tottenham should stop Man City. Tottenham actually lost 2-0 to them. I actually thought Brighton will give him a lot of headache. Brighton lost 4-0 to Manchester City. So I don't see West Ham competing tomorrow at all. I believe at halftime, the trophy would have been going to Manchester City. Yes. Because from the news I read, I said one trophy will be at London, that's Emirates, and one will be at Etihad. So I just feel they should just stay at one central place. And once the first half finish, yes, they should know the direction they are. Yes, they should know the direction they are going. So that is just it. But nevertheless, you can't actually, let's say Arteta is just an unlucky guy having Guardiola in this, because Guardiola is actually taking everybody's shine. Even Jurgen Klopp actually tried so many times. So kudos to Guardiola, kudos to Arteta. He has done a wonderful job with Arsenal, but their fate is not with them. So it's up to West Ham for Arsenal to win the league tomorrow.
I'm going to you, Abbas. What's your fate on this matter? You feel say anything if it's up tomorrow? Drama if it happen tomorrow.
Drama no fit happen tomorrow actually. Because there will be only one winner tomorrow, and the winner will be Man City. Like it has been coming, we know when they're on that run, nobody can stop them.
Yeah.
And then Arsenal, one mistake where they do, since they don't lose to Aston Villa like this, they don't stand we know how this thing goes. Like Man City, when they're in that run, nobody can stop them. So there's only one winner tomorrow, and that's Man City.
Now we'll go to leaving that matter, going to the European sports. We have Chelsea, Newcastle, and Manchester United battling for a possible European spot, the Conference League and Europa League. Chelsea don't finally come out for the consistency position within how many matches, maybe 3 to 4 matches, and they don't achieve that number 6 position. A draw for them tomorrow will probably tell that they don't go for European football probably. But also we know say Manchester United is having a game against Manchester City in the FA Cup, and we know if Manchester United wins this game, it's possible say Chelsea go back Conference League. Wetin we feel say go fit happen for that drama? You feel say Man U go fit defeat Man City there.
Okay, for the Europa
Yeah,
League
yeah,
tomorrow, right?
yeah. And you feel say go
The
go
two but
qualify.
something about that match tomorrow is that Man U has lesser goal difference. They are -3. So the problem now they don't have goal difference on their side, but they have to win. So winning tomorrow it give them a good chance. Like, but Chelsea have to lose for them to go to qualify for Europa. So the best what I'm seeing for that this thing now tomorrow, Chelsea will not lose tomorrow because Chelsea will probably go take the spot for the Europa League and Man U go to conference. But pending the time they play against Man City for the FA Cup, then we will know who will go. But as of tomorrow, the person that will go that I'm training will go through is Chelsea. Then after the twist in the FA Cup, then we'll know who takes the spot actually.
Now over to you, Palace. You feel say
Well, if we look at it very well, I think the last few matches Chelsea had have played, so they played very well. So, like I've always said that I don't have problem with Chelsea player, even regardless of the injury. But if you look at Pochettino trying to find a redeem, mix the blend of
right
player that will
counter.
give him the result, and I think he has found it. So the question is, yes, he has found it. If you look at the running of the game, you will see how this guy are playing brilliantly. Except the match that Palmer was absent, but since the guy resumed back, they have been firing all cylinders, at least scoring more than minimum of 2 goals in their match. So there's nothing stopping Chelsea from earning Europa spot. I think they are ahead of Newcastle before. So Man U, like I said, Man U fate is not in their hand. And I think they have, let's say, 10% chance for European competition because they have to rely on FA Cup. So that will actually define their season. Apart from that, the European spot is non-negotiable. The top four: Aston Villa, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City. So, and I think Tottenham has already qualified already. So Chelsea will be joining them. So because Newcastle has been a bad reputation, he went there this season and he just left.
He's England.
Do you understand like that? So Man U fate is not in their hand. So it's up to Manchester City. Maybe you will do it for your favorite. Yes, brother in Manchester. Yes, or Guardiola is going to be a greedy man again. Taking both trophy home this time around.
Yeah, I think
Chelsea is winning tomorrow. 100. Chelsea will win tomorrow.
for me, I feel say Man City go on defeat Man U for that FA Cup based on the fact that they have only won one league this season, which is the Premier League. They are out of the Champions League. They don't win the Carabao Cup. I feel say they go want put more pressure on that and probably win that. Now going to the Young Player of the Year, Cole Palmer. Looking at his performance this season, we can tell that he really deserves this award and scoring 22 goals and 10 assists in 37 Premier League games, even 36 missing Arsenal. What can you really say about this award given to Cole Palmer?
It's not that one is not negotiable. If anybody is being given aside from Cole Palmer, I think the whole Chelsea fan should go to PFA and protest because looking at the stats and the performance on the field, not just that, not that this guy is scoring, tapping or just penalty. The work rate, the energy he has given to Chelsea, even in his absence, you can see that Chelsea actually suffered a lot. So seeing the guy that has dragged Chelsea on his shoulder to move forward this season. So with that, I think nobody actually deserves it. Even if I were with the board of the Premier League, PFA or whatever, don't just nominate every just nominate single. Yes, it's obvious among his colleague. It's actually playing with that amount of goal. I think it's 23 or 22 goals now, and with that kind of assist, with that disjointed Chelsea team earlier this season. So you can't rule him out. He has actually tried, and Chelsea going for European will be, let's say, a tip of the iceberg. So the guy deserved the award. The guy deserved the award, and he's not biased at all. So nobody deserves it better than Cole Palmer.
You feel the award is deserving for Cole Palmer?
Nobody else now. Nobody can stand that boy. Like among his peers, that's 22 goals, 10 assists. That's massive, and that's his first proper
season. Imagine.
Yes, he has always been a bench warmer at Man City. I don't know what happens to this kind of coach. When you have a coach like Guardiola, and the stake is so high because the boy is so young that he really had the chance to like showcase what he has.
Yeah.
So going like many of us like we criticize that signing when Chelsea signed the boy,
It
and
go be
we're
like
like ah
the money, the market
the
value.
market value and
Waiting be
everything.
this.
But the guy he showed that he can play at that level. So thumbs up to it. He's the young player of the season. It's even a contender for the player of the
Player
season.
of the season.
But because Chelsea are in a pathetic situation, that's why I'm not talking
I'm not
about
talking
it.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and now Phil Foden won the Premier League Player of the Season. I think it's a deserving award also for him, scoring 70 goals and
yeah.
making up to 8 assists.
That's the journalist award. Yeah. But the proper PFA award has not been announced yet.
Sure, sure.
So for the PFA Player of the Year award, the nominee is like if you pass people like Foden, maybe De Bruyne, Salah. For Arsenal,
Saliba.
Arsenal have to have somebody there because I'm thinking they didn't put Saliba and the rest. Like I don't know why they nominated Odegaard for the award, but I'm not sure it's the best candidate from the Arsenal team. The best candidates from the Arsenal team are the likes of Saliba. We have someone like Declan Rice. In my
Also,
own opinion, but now they nominated just Odegaard, but I don't know what you're thinking. Is an award thing, when it comes to award, there are a lot of stuff that goes underneath of it, but properly for that award, I feel it's like if Foden will be the one to win because Man City win the league, and it does not really have to be the winner of the league that will win
that win the award.
but like the guy really showcased himself this season when De Bruyne was on injury. He's the one that like when stepping up and
even when Alan know they
when
score,
Alan said no
no dey around, na him dey
so,
shoot.
so the boy really tried this season. So for me, he's the player of the year.
Yeah, and but one question wey I bin wan ask be say, if Guardiola don give the same chance wey he don give to Foden to Cole Palmer for Man City, you feel say himself go feel like turn off big this way?
But Foden had. We are just talking about Foden now because Foden had his own time to where he was on the bench. The time of David Silva, the boy has been coming over the years. The time of David Silva, Goodwan, and the rest of them. So the guy has been coming, so he has his own spell on the bench too. But now, like the guy was consistently churning out those assists and goals. So,
Sure.
so his time came, and he took
the opportunity.
So that's what I feel about that.
Anything wey you feel about this matter wey I just talk?
Talking about, let me start from Phil Foden. He is one of the key players. He has been instrumental for Manchester City team. During the first half of the season, he has done wonderfully well during the absence of Kevin De Bruyne. So, giving him winning the Premier League is a well-deserving. Because if you look over the year, it's actually tilted toward those who win the Premier League. And talking about Cole Palmer, maybe it would have been in Manchester City team and this team. There is it is every culture in the team. You have a regular starting 11 that they are consistent, they are very good. You trust them. They have proven themselves over the year, and just throwing one academic player just like that. So it's actually a gamble, and I think. I will actually commend Guardiola not for inhibiting his growth. The guy wanted to leave. He wanted to prove himself. Okay, just go. He has done it to the likes of Jadon Sancho, Brian Diaz, and Cole Palmer. So it's if I were Guardiola, I will actually be proud of myself because I don't hide this guy talent. I think the joy of every coach should be, I have a player coming from the rank through me and playing at the top level. So for Chelsea, it was actually a gamble, and one person who credit this season is Pochettino. Yeah, he might actually be at Manchester City and he won't get that goal and assist. We won't actually know how good Cole Palmer actually is. But Pochettino gave him the chance. He trusted him, and he played him in a moral way to
He's able to
yes, he play into his strength. So we actually credit Pochettino for Cole Palmer goal. Aside from he has a talent, because there is this saying that when you are old enough, or how they say it, when you are good enough, you are old enough. So Pochettino actually trusts him and he play him to his strength. So with that, I will give 100% credit to Pochettino on Cole Palmer's growth and performance this season.
So are we not saying that Guardiola works better with all these established players? Like, except Foden, Who else we have to tell us that he has developed like from the ranks to
Um,
now?
so far
For
so good.
City.
I think Oscar Bob has been a wonderful player, and this guy also,
Say
what's
your
the
name
name?
from one.
It doesn't
What
matter.
I'm saying is that they are like their talents, like their boys, like Guardiola works with now with the money and everything. That's the way it goes. So at the end of the day, even those Jadon Sancho was there now when he came. Jadon Sancho was there. We know what Jadon Sancho went to do in Dortmund. So there are coaches like that. Guardiola is a budget man. Is a like I don't understand. If money no dey, you know if you work. Like that folding wey you dey talk normal because he does not have a choice again because the midfielders were leaving. That's why folding had the chance and he saw that he was a big and he's a English boy again. Na money na na money na why you no get choice you no get choice na why. So the problem here is that I'm saying that Guardiola is a good coach here but he can actually make use of some of those young talents too. Like it's always about the big names and the big money and everything. And that's why I tip some other managers ahead of like now they are talking about good conversation in the Premier League now. And because he has won 4 back to back. And now he's winning 6 in 7 years. We have to keep that in mind too. So we are now some people are telling me that the good conversation that is the greatest of all time, the best and the greatest coach to coach in the EPL and stuff. So it's come to my mind. I'm trying to say now that Guardiola is nowhere the greatest to coach in the EPL. And it's not the greatest. It's not. It is in good conversation of the greatest coach in the world as a coach, but it's not the greatest and can never be the greatest because everything we know how this thing goes now. It's about
No be like
and
before.
I know be like before now. I'll pick Ancelotti ahead of Guardiola. I'll pick Fergie ahead of Guardiola. So these things we have to also monitor these things too. I'll pick a club. Trophy wise, it does not have it, but there's something about football. It's more than just the winning of things. You have to also the culture, the everything, the vibe around the club. My club was in shambles when club came. Like when
And he
club
brought
came,
and he
like
bring am
and
out.
now we were like he told us that it's the normal one, but it will change us from doubters to believers. Like we don't even know what it feels like to win a silverware.
silverware.
Like we already, but when the guy came, everything changed and see him today now. He's leaving. Tomorrow is his last match. So I'm
A
just
big
saying it
farewell.
now that Guardiola is a great coach. He's a good coach, but thank you very much. He's not the greatest coach.
But
I think
one,
I have to disagree on that.
you won't disagree.
Talking about Pep, like this guy has done so many things in Premier League. Like before, it was Sir Alex Ferguson. Yeah, I'm a Man U fan, but they start before us. Let's be frank here.
Guardiola is right.
Let's be frank
The
here.
legacy is there.
Okay, let's be frank here. You know, for you to attain for you to get the rank of Sir in England, you have done something wonderful. Ferguson is, in England. But let's talk about what Guardiola has done in his little stay in England. Nobody has won 4. All these Champions League, Carabao, FA. This guy did it. Eh? Now nobody has won 4 in a row. He's on the brink of winning 4 in a row. So and you are insisting on you are insisting on money. Eh? There is difference between you have the resources and you know how to use it. So if I have money, if I'm an investor and I see a Guardiola and I see a club and I know that this guy operates with money and I will get my ROI, I will invest in Guardiola. See, he has sold a lot of players to know how quality Guardiola is. He has sold, I think, Ferran Torres, Lorenz Sané. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Buy a 60 million player and put on the bench. Matthews Nunes.
It does not matter. Calvin Phillips.
All those players.
See,
like, Guardiola will buy players. Some will have to rust on the bench.
One thing you have to know about transfer is it or miss. It's either you eat or you miss it. Let me tell you, it depends on the percentage. You might sign 20 players in 5 seasons and only 15 were actually good. They were quality player and 5. I will say, okay, this coach has talent ID is very good. Imagine you sign 20 players and let's say 12 are shit. Only 8 can, even out of that 8, they were not. Okay, look at Ateta. He have the like of Sambi Lokonga, Cedric Suarez, all those shit players. Before he actually got it right with all this Saliba, Odegaard and co like that. Do you understand? No, it's no. See, if you have a winning formula,
Ramsdale is in your team. You almost won the league with the Ramsdale.
If-
But you went ahead to sign Raya. That was what Hart. That was Joe Hart. That was Guardiola did with Joe Hart. When Hart came, he sent him out and he brought his own Henderson. So that what I'm saying here is that
see these managers have all of them have philosophy they work with, and football is evolving now. We are in the era whereby you have to pass 700 times before you literally go, not in the counter attack era now. So if you know that this actually strategy, this a success template can actually work for you, there is no bad or it's not harmful to adopt it. So let's say Ateta is copying Guardiola template and it's working. He has rebuilt Arsenal are faithless team. Almost all their fans has died. Like they don't believe in Arsenal again. We will lose it. But they are getting that confident. The vibe is there. Because for like your home world, like Ateta is copying Guardiola template. So let's remove Guardiola out of Premier League now. Do you think Ateta wouldn't have won the league in the past 5 years copying the same Guardiola's template?
If I don't win,
Do you understand now? So I'm not saying in little time of Guardiola's coaching, he has won silverware everywhere. Man City was just one random team, and all of a sudden, Man City has been racking fans in Nigeria because he made them forget about money. Yes, where is Newcastle now? This is third year of Saudi Arabia investment. Where is Newcastle? If they sign a Guardiola, they will be a contender. That's what I'm telling you. Eddie Howe will not lead them to anywhere.
Do you know why a Newcastle is not the same as a Man City? Because
I think their owner is actually better than their owner is doing well than City owner. So why can't they pump the same money?
structure. It's not about just the money.
Okay, how many years do you need to build a structure?
There's a structure actually. Man City has been coming since Mancini, since Pellegrini. Before it gets.
They are only limited to Premier League and all this
Yeah,
FA.
they were limited to just.
But Guardiola turned them to a champion of Hero, a contender in Hero. So don't rule Guardiola out. Guardiola is
won it last season.
Guardiola is the goat.
This matter no go end if you continue to dey talk am back and forth. E no go end. Mo just go, mo brush wetin you wan do. No brush wetin you wan do. Mo just leave that matter. Cause if you continue to talk about this matter, Guardiola, Arteta, everywhere, we no go finish this matter today. Going to the Premier League team of the season, the coach of the season, based on their performance and everything they've played for this season. Who are we picking for our Premier League team of the season? Which player you want pick? Starting from your goalkeeper to your two centre backs, your right back, your left back, your three midfielders, and your wingers and strikers.
Okay, for the keeper. And Raya get the highest clean sheet. But I think it's Raya. Yeah, Raya. Golden glove, yeah.
Okay, you dey play some based on Golden Glove.
Based on that's their own. Based on my own like what I would judge.
Yeah, wetin you want judge goalkeepers?
It's definitely not Raya.
Exactly wetin I want here.
So
who you want pick?
But because they use clean sheets as the yardstick to give the best keeper, then that's why I'll put a Raya there. It's not as if the performance has blown me off like that, but I'll still put a Raya there because he's the highest.
Okay, let's make it quick. Let me name my starting 11. So David Raya or nobody in goal. So I'll take Saliba and Ruben Dias. And from my left hand side, right hand side, I think this guy deserves it. Captain of Manchester City, Kai Walker. Yes, he actually deserves it. So at the left back, I think I'll take Fadio. The guy is fantastic. So in my midfield, Declan Rice,
Everywhere Declan
yes,
Rice.
Absolutely fantastic. Signing of the season. Yeah, Declan Rice, Rodri, and we put Odegaard there. So up front there,
KDB still off your.
yeah, still don't.
KDB still off. KDB still off.
You can't leave Odegaard out of this matter because no. Arsenal fan can actually tell that no, Martin Odegaard top player, like the mentality this season. So up front, it's Erling Haaland, Phil Foden, and okay, let me just say, I'll put Watkin there, Ole Watkin, because you will rate Unai Emery coaching performance, like actually turn a hopeless Aston Villa to an hopeful team. He's going to Europe now, so I'm looking forward to what he will do in Champions League. So that's my starting 11 of the season.
Okay, now quick one to you now before we.
Yeah. For the centre backs, Saliba and Ruben Diaz. Then
Okay.
For the right back, Kai Walker. For the left back to Badio. Yeah. For the DM, I'll put Declan Rice there. That will partner Odegaard and De Bruyne for their offensive.
KDB enter this one.
Yeah, you go enter that one sure now. You go enter. Then for this thing, I'll put Foden, Haaland and Watkins. Yeah. Watkins, that guy really bought this season. He has shown like the guy really shown like a million stars this season. So he has to be there actually. He has to be there.
Okay, finally to the coach of the season. Looking at their performance and where they don't carry their team reach, who be your own coach of the season?
My own coach of the
For-
season now, Unai Emery. I know they give Guardiola see this. My coach of the season. After Emery, I'll now be thinking of Arteta. For Emery to carry a medium table team to Champions League sports, like that was really good. Like I'll never like that coach. Like that is a very 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 quality coach. Like he really performed this season. Yeah.
Okay, to palliative now.
Well, this is unrelated. If Everton had, be 10th on the table, I would have given St. Dyche, because with their 10-point deduction and the way they actually struggle not to go to relegation. So you actually, because it will demoralize the team. Middle of the season, deduct 10 points, I bring up fighting relegation. So Guardiola, if anybody nominates Guardiola this season, is actually a fraud. So I'll give it to Mikel Arteta. Showing that last season was not a fluke and he went toe to toe with the big team, and you can see that. Mikel Arteta, my coach of this season.
I would have given Arteta if he's going to win the Premier League, but he still has not to show for it. So it's still a work in progress. So let's give him his flowers. It's coming up.
Okay, guys, here is our match day 38 Premier League preview. Who do you think will win the league tomorrow? The Premier League title is finally coming to a show tomorrow. Do you think Arsenal will kill their 20 years of not having a Premier League title, or you feel Man City will do the jinx again and collect their Premier League title? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know. Drop your team of the season, your coach of the season. Do you agree with what you have said, or maybe you get any other option about it you don't talk? Just drop everything for the comment section. Maybe we rub minds together. Allow us. Please don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click on the notification button to get notified as we drop our content for you back to back. You never have to stop to drop content, and we're going to see you next season again. Bye for now.